It really is the big Game of Thrones playing out in Bihar. Now JDU leader Nitish Kumar was sworn in as the Bihar Chief Minister this morning, almost 12 hours after he quit that position, taking high moral ground in the fight against corruption. Nitish is expected to prove his majority on the floor of the House tomorrow. A very well-scripted drama unfolded in Patna as BJP's Sushil Modi took charge as the Deputy Chief Minister.
Completely caught off guard, Lalu Yadav hit out at Nitish, calling him a traitor, and a visibly shocked Rahul Gandhi, who was playing the role of a mediator in the Nitish-Lalu slugfest, slammed the Bihar Chief Minister for joining hands with communal forces for selfish political gains. Not just that, Nitish's sudden move has not gone down well with the party rank and file as well, including its top boss Sharad Yadav. To discuss the political ramifications of this move and the drama that's unfolding in Bihar, we're joined by a stellar panel. Syed Zafar of the BJP, Priyanka Chaturvedi of the Congress, Pavan Varma of the JDU, and Sagrika, Ghose, eminent journalist, joining in on the panel this evening right here on ET Now. I'm going to start off with you, Pavan Varma, because, you know, the JDU has much answering to do this evening. If it's about following rules and norms, then tell us, why did Nitish Kumar not dissolve the assembly and then seek the vote, of the public? It seems like it was all completely orchestrated, because the single largest party, of the Pre-Poll Alliance should clearly get precedence, which is the RJD. So it seemed like a well-orchestrated piece, which Nitish has just spearheaded, isn't it?
I think firstly a midterm poll was considered to be unnecessary because there were very concrete possibilities of forming another government. A midterm poll is a very destabilizing event and a very expensive event to have, and therefore there was the possibility of an alternative, and Mr. Nitish Kumar, I think, presented that possibility to the governor first, and the governor gave time for him to prove his majority. We are following the SR Bombay case, where whoever is so invited has to prove a majority on the floor of the House, which he is going to do tomorrow. So I don't see how any of the earlier precedents have been violated. The JDU and the BJP met the governor as a bloc with a majority already, which they could prove to the governor ab initio. Whereas the RJD said that is something we could look at, but we haven't yet put it together, and it's very difficult for them given the numbers to do that. Therefore, the governor gave Mr. Nitish Kumar, who was the Chief Minister, a chance, and he will prove his majority on the floor of the House.
Okay, but actually I'm going to take it to Zafar Islam. And Zafar Islam, let me ask you a very frank question. Are you going to deny here on ET Now this evening that this wasn't totally scripted to the T? I mean, just see how it played out. Nitish Kumar resigns. There is a cabinet meeting that immediately ends. The Prime Minister tweets. Sushil Modi comes and speaks in unison. BJP MLAs start going to his residence. And in less than 15 hours, he's sworn back as the Bihar Chief Minister with Sushil Modi as his deputy. These are the same parties that have been at the warring end of the spectrum. It was completely scripted to the T. Are you going to deny that, Zafar Islam?
No, absolutely there is no merit in it. There was no such scripted event. It was never planned earlier. But yes, you can always say that the BJP leadership had responded positively in the evolving situation, whatever was warranted, and the way it should, a political party, a matured political party should have responded. They responded keeping the interests of the people of the state of Bihar, and the interest of the state of Bihar was the paramount importance for the Bharatiya Janata Party as well as JDU. And then under the circumstances, when we had visibility and clarity that how the situation was, initially we formed a committee of 3 members who will examine the situation. But by as the day progresses, we had more clarity about the situation, and the situation evolved. We had left with one option, keeping the interest of the people of Bihar, that we need to support a government, and we supported the government, and that is something which was the need of the hour, and it was never scripted.
Okay, Zafar Islam, I don't know what the need of the hour was, because unlike what you say, as the day progressed, the evening progressed very quickly, both for the JDU and the BJP. But Pavan Varma, since we've started the show by saying that you have some tough questions to answer, what was the rush to be sworn in? Why could you not wait, especially how it all played out to the script, like I've pointed out? Nitish Kumar resigned and how the BJP got together. It does smack of greed for power, and some have accused Nitish Kumar of treachery with the political mandate in Bihar.
First of all, to move fast is not a crime. Once the possibilities of running the Mahagathbandhan as it was constituted earlier had not only receded but had almost vanished, and Mr. Nitish Kumar had submitted his resignation, surely you can't blame Mr. Nitish Kumar for having moved fast enough to create the possibility of another government and of having contacted the BJP with regard to the support from outside. Now, what was the corollary to your question, whether it's treachery or some such thing you said? I'm sorry, I didn't get that part.
I did of course refer to treachery of the political mandate. I was referring to the fact that the Bihar mandate came in for Lalu and for Nitish together, and it was a vote against the BJP, for the BJP to sit in the opposition benches. But Nitish Kumar and your party has undone that by joining hands with the BJP.
Indeed, that was the mandate. The Mahagathbandhan had got that mandate, but surely the mandate of the people was not that, irrespective of the fact that 2 years earlier or roughly that they voted for you, any one of the constituents could be then burdened by an avalanche of evidence with regard to personalized corruption. Mr. Nitish Kumar tried to save the Mahagathbandhan. He spoke to Lalu ji, he spoke to Tejashwi, he met with the leader of the Congress party both at the state level and in Delhi with Mr. Rahul Gandhi. He tried to explain that for the image of that very Mahagathbandhan that had received the mandate, it is important to put in the public realm a point-by-point rebuttal based on facts of the allegations that have been made, because it is giving that very Mahagathbandhan for which people voted a poor image. But his plea fell on deaf ears, and after he saw that it was impossible to carry on, because there was also a principle involved, and I want to make this point. As far as Mr. Nitish Kumar is concerned, at least 4 principles let me put before you. One is good governance. The second is probity in public life. Third is the development of Bihar, and by development he means socially inclusive development. And the fourth is an atmosphere of religious and social harmony. He sought the mandate of the people as the Chief Minister of the Mahagathbandhan on these 4 planks, and that has been his position in all governments. But he found that he could pursue none of these in a situation vitiated by the allegations and by the evidence of corruption against the Lalu Yadav family.
You know, I know it's a you're in a sticky position, Pavan Varma. It's going to be tough defending Nitish Kumar this evening, but the Congress has some questions to answer as well. Priyanka Chaturvedi, we heard the Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi come out and say he sort of knew that this was happening, for the last 3-4 months. Why was the Congress so sloppy, so slow to act? Why could the Congress not have acted against Tejashwi to save the Mahagathbandhan, or taken any other steps to ensure that it wasn't so badly outwitted? Look at the swiftness with which this was orchestrated. Congress is the grand old party of this country. It seems to have been caught completely unawares.
No, so firstly, to answer both the JDU, unfortunately today Mr. Varma is defending a decision that Mr. Nitish Kumar has taken. What he forgets to mention is that Mahagathbandhan came about knowing that there was a government which was hostile at the center and hostile with regards to any corruption charges that are coming towards any political party that would be in an alignment against the Bharatiya Janata Party. And we saw that allegations do not become a reason for finding an excuse to get out of governance. Now, Mahagathbandhan knew all these challenges and they chose to come together to fight on an anti-communal plank and an anti-Narendra Modi plank as far as the BJP is concerned. And having said that, you got the vote on the basis of that. You were the third largest amongst the the seats that were divided amongst the three parties. You got the least amount of vote share. Yet we chose to have Mr. Nitish Kumar as the chief minister simply because of the goodwill that he enjoyed with the president, the vice president, and even Mr. Lalu Prasad Yadav. And on that basis is what we formed the government for. The government was on a positive agenda versus the divisive agenda that was coming from the BJP. Now, people, when they vote for you, they're definitely voting against an idea which is being proposed by the opponents. They have voted against Mr. Narendra Modi's style of governance, and that is why they have voted you into power. Now, you going and forming an alliance just to escape an election, I would, if Mr. Nitish Kumar talks about probity, if Mr. Nitish Kumar holds democracy in high regard, it would have suited him to have gone in and called for an election rather than finding a compromise solution by aligning with the party they fought against. So it speaks of a treachery. It speaks of how Mr. Nitish Kumar went against the mandate of the people and chose to follow his own path just because it is an opportunistic way to continue sharing power with the party he fought against. So this is what we are talking about. And talking about the Congress party taken off guard, this is something we were trying to understand. There is a difference between allegations and there is a difference between, they being indicted for a particular crime. Now, in this particular case, we knew how CBI, ED, IT has been consistently being misused ever since Mr. Modi came into power to attack all kinds of opponents. We had hoped that here was someone, Mr. Nitish Kumar, who could pose a challenge to Mr. Modi and all that he is doing wrong. But unfortunately, he crumbled. And he crumbled and chose to be in power rather than choosing on what is principally correct, an alternate idea of India. He has betrayed that. He's betrayed the trust of Bihar. He's betrayed the trust of all liberal voices who showed faith in him. And he has betrayed the mandate that was given to him on the basis of the anti-communal agenda of the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Sagrika, Ghosh, I'm going to come to you because, this in many ways seems like Indian politics at its worst because all three parties here have much to answer. The JDU for being so opportunistic, the BJP for sort of being, for all the backroom maneuvering to ensure that it's hunger for power, greed for power at one level, and the Congress for its ineptness and its, incompetence in sort of trying to make the best out of this situation. Would you agree with that assessment, Sagarika?
Very well said, Sandeep. It's a wonder, in fact, that the Mahagathbandhan, which clearly is neither Maha nor a Gat nor even a Bandhan, has lasted as long as it did. Even 20 months is perhaps too long a time. It has crumbled before our very eyes. The great alliance that was supposed to take on Mr. Narendra Modi in Bihar, that did defeat the BJP in Bihar, has crumbled in 20 months. The fact is, image is very important for Mr. Nitish Kumar. Mr. Nitish Kumar resigned. He left the NDA when Mr. Narendra Modi was being projected as a prime ministerial candidate on grounds of secularism. He also resigned in 2014 when his party failed to perform. Mr. Jitin Ram Majhi became chief minister. He once again resigned on image issues. Image is clearly very important for Mr. Nitish Kumar, and clearly a highly discredited alliance partner which was literally drowning in corruption allegations was something he felt was a great liability for the Bihar government as it confronts polls. So clearly I agree with Ms. Priyanka Chaturvedi that in fact perhaps the principal thing to have done was to have would have sacked Tejashwi and gone to the people. But he has not done so because image is important to him. And I think the Congress, as you rightly said, is left floundering because Mr. Rahul Gandhi simply does not know how to deal with the machine that is the BJP. This is a machine which has a ruthless edge to it. And Mr. Rahul Gandhi is clearly at 6s and 7s. He doesn't know how to deal with it.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/ETNow.